Welcome to episode 27 of G Hello's Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing Old Hooky, brewed in Oxfordshire in the United Kingdom. I was just looking, it's an unusual name, but it's from the Hook Norton Brewery. And its motto is "Where progress is measured in pints." So that's a pretty good motto, I'd have to say. A fruity and full-bodied ale, it states here. So yeah, there's not much here on the back besides just saying it's an echo of crystal malts, and it's very good with meat dishes. But for the purpose of this review, I won't be having any meat dishes. I might save that for later, but anyway. So we're getting back to the actual bottle and the review. It's a just looking how I think it's 500 milliliters. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where it is. It doesn't even have it written on here. Can you believe that? It doesn't even have the size of it on here. It must be covered up with the import label. I believe it's 500 milliliters. It looks like that, but it's at 4.6% alcohol by volume. Oh, sorry, yes, it is 500 milliliters. Yeah, it's on the other label. So as I suspected, that's the case. So anyway, I'm all over the shop today, but Old Hooky Ale, so let's give this a go. I've never had this before now, never actually even heard of this, so we'll see what it's like. Bit of smoke there. Just got the standard pint glass. It's the Guinness class, but a pint glass. Okay, the head's coming up okay. Tried to force it there a bit because I wasn't doing much at the beginning. Alright, while that's settling down, very carbonated, nicely carbonated. As for the colour, it's a very light ruby burgundy colour, as you expect of an ale. Very light. Yeah, it looks like sort of a light sultana sort of grape. Cherry sort of colour. Sorry, not grape. Grapes are green. Well, red grapes. As I said, I'm all over the shop at the moment. But yeah, so it's got that sort of dark colour, but it's not as dark as some other ales I've seen. Like I can see my fingers quite clearly through it. I'll just get the rest of it in here before I'll try anyway. There we go. Head's come up quite well now, which I didn't think it was going to do. But as for the head, it's a quite a thick, just off-white colour. Yeah, and there's about probably just a finger and a half of head. As for the smell, I'm smelling the malts and the fruits. I'm smelling like dark fruits, like that cherry. Yeah, the cherry sort of flavour coming through. Dates, like a date sort of smell. Dried dates, sultanas. That sort of smell's coming through with this brew. Alright, the most important part, the taste test. Cheers. Yeah, that's quite good. Very true to the English ale form. Very, very true. It's got that very malty taste with the sweetness in there. Bitterness right at the end. Definitely the bitterness is coming through there. It's got that sort of a malt. It's hard to explain. So you've got the malty taste, but then you've got the bitterness coming after. But the dark fruits are in there. So like your cherry and your sultana sort of taste. The best way I could probably describe it is sultanas, actually. It's got a very lingering sultana taste mixed in with the bitterness. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, it's not a bad ale. It's what I expect of an English ale. It's got all those characteristics. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's nice bitterness there that's just, evened out across the whole palate when you take it in. It's not offensive in any way, but it's definitely there. And the dark fruits, you know, the sultana taste. That's a number of dark fruits are sort of coming up, but the best way I could describe it is like a sultana taste, and that's really nice. And there's a bit of malt sweetness in there as well. So I'll give it another sip and then I'll give it a score. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I wouldn't say it's the best ale I've ever had. Upon the third sip, it is becoming a little bit watery, particularly in the mouthfeel. I know it's an ale, so it's not dry in any sense of the word. It's like I can still feel that in my mouth. It's not dry at all, and it is, yeah, with the bitterness and the lack of dryness there. It will, as I'm saying, it's true to being an ale. So, but it's not remarkable. It's not one of those ones that blows your socks off, so to speak. That's Jez uses that term as well sometimes. So it's not a bad ale. I've had much better, but it is quite good. So what would I give Old Hooky Ale from the United Kingdom? I'd give it 7.5 out of 10. I think it's quite a nice ale, but it's not out of this world. I suppose, as I always says, it goes with the price point. This was much cheaper than a lot of the other English ales that are on offer at the liquor stores. This was under $5, so I guess that just goes to show. But yeah, I think it's alright, not too bad. Good ale if you like English ales. I think it's quite reasonable, but it's not out of this world. So 7.5 for Old Hooky from the Hook Norton Brewery in the United Kingdom. Thanks for watching another G Hello Beer review, and cheers. I'll see you in the next one.